Okay, so what we're going to go over here is some basics that you need to know how to do for the Valk attack. I've been working on 3 particular skills that I've struggled with that have been sort of holding me back, and I think that this attack is a really good example. The first and most important thing that you can do to have a successful Valk attack is to pay very careful attention to your troop draw. Now this troop draw is super tricky. You can see the white line indicating where the border of the clan castle is, and you can see that there's a lot of defenses right around the ring. And basically what that means is if you send a hog in there, they're just going to stop right short of where they need to be to send the troops out, and that's going to cause a failed troop draw. But if you look, you can see, first of all, you don't want to go in where there's an expo. That's just going to be a hot mess. Right here, there's a mortar right in prime position. So what has to happen is you have to target this little archer tower right here. As soon as the queen targets it, you got to get the hogs running toward it so that it will go to the mortar rather than to the wizard tower or this cannon right here. So let's watch the troop draw. Set down my queen followed by the 4 healers at once. And you can see I am patiently waiting as she targets the archer tower. Here come the hogs. And so you can see they cross to the mortar. Notice I brought 2 hogs in there too because I wasn't real sure. Now the next key is, it sounds so simple, but I've messed it up before. You have to drop the poisons in a perfect line on the way to the queen. And if you don't, the balloons will kill her. It doesn't matter that my queen is 27. It doesn't matter that it's just a baby dragon. Your queen will die if those balloons drop their bombs on her. So you have to make sure that they get in the poison. You also don't want to ruin a rage there or have to waste her ability early, especially in a base like this, where this is a pretty much max 9. So you can see I dropped both of the poisons, and the minions and the baby dragon come forward. She targets them, no big deal, but as you can see, the balloons are quickly dying, and they die. Now, you're going to see here that there's a little gap in between when all of this happens and when I set down my golem. And that's because I've worked really hard to be able to see what we call the funnel. And basically, that is sort of the answer to my complaint and a lot of people's complaint that Valks wander everywhere. Well, Valks don't wander everywhere. They come out in a line, and they will target what's closest to them. So if they're in the back of the line and something is closer to them than something else, then they're going to go for that, and they're going to split from their line. So basically what you want to do is you make sure that you have a wide funnel, which means that you're going to clear stuff off on either side. Now, it would be nice if we could sit around and decide where we're going to drop the golem and create that funnel beforehand, but we can't do that because we don't know which way the queen's going to wander. So I kind of let her wander around, and I sit around and I kind of think, and I see that she's going that way, which means that I got to come up here with my golem. And so I drop the golem, and then I drop the wizards right behind him. And now you're going to see my big mistake. What I should have done was I should have put the wall breakers right there. Because as you can see, the golem is all the way over here, and the wizard tower is going to fight at him. But I see wizard tower, and I get afraid when I drop my wall breakers. And I only have 1 shot because these walls take 3 to get in. So what I did instead was I put them right here thinking, okay, there's no mortar there. It's only point defense, and they're going to go in. That's not what happened. They all got blown to hell, and the golem didn't get in the base. Now, luckily, I'm a Town Hall 10 now. I got a couple extra troops. My Valks are max, so I was able to overcome that. When I was a Town Hall 9, this mistake would have yielded 2 stars. Here, it did not. So as you can see, here come my ill-intentioned wall breakers. And they get shot to hell by the Expo and the Archer Tower. And the golem doesn't come in. But what I have done is I have taken this mess out here and this mess out here. And so if I send my Valks right there, they're going to go into the base. They may go this way a little bit. They may go this way a little bit. But if you have your Valks wander all around the outside, they're just going to keep going in that little merry-go-round. They're going to split up. You're never going to be able to range them. And you're going to get 1 star. And then you're going to go, I don't understand what happened with my Valks. I know this because I have heard many a Valk die on my watch. So the deal is you got to make a good funnel. So let's get rid of all this crap and look at the funnel. So here come the Valks. And they do come in a little bit haywire. I throw my bowlers right out after the Valks. I know some people do more Valks. I've had a little bit better luck with bowlers in the castle. Now I'm going to pause it right here just because I would like to point out that one of the things that I've been learning to do really well is wait till the Valks get around this wall area. And I kind of save my jump for a little bit later. I could have used it here, or I could probably have thrown it right here. I did not, but you want to wait till your Valks kind of gather in a little spot like this right here, because then you can rage them, which I do. And you see that they stay in that rage for a very long time. And then as I see those big bombs going off, I drop my heel and everybody's happy. I'm going to speed this up a little bit so that you can see my victory. But those 3 things, the troop draw, the funnel, and the wall breakers, are some key skills that I think are sort of hard to master on your own and are worth looking at.